Hey everyone, ready to dive into some real estate investing with us today?
Ooh, sounds exciting.
We're doing a deep dive on a YouTube video everyone's been talking about.
Okay.
It's called Real Estate Investing for Beginners, Ultimate Guide 2024.
Yeah, it seems like everyone and their cousin is trying to become a landlord these days.
Right, like it's the golden ticket or something.
Exactly.
So we're going to break it all down,
Okay.
figure out if it's all hype or if there's some nuggets of wisdom in there for us,
Sounds good.
especially for you listening.
Yes, definitely.
So this video doesn't hold back.
Mm.
They basically come out swinging, saying rental properties are like this surefire path to wealth.
Okay.
They hit you with the rent covering your expenses, the property value going up, and then there's the whole leverage thing.
Right.
But they have this one example that really makes you stop and think.
Let me guess they dangle $1 million in front of you.
They do. $1 million starting with only a $30,000 down payment, and it's all thanks to the magic of rental properties.
It sounds familiar. They claim it even beats out the stock market.
Exactly. 30 years later, you're basically retired living off your rental empire.
Well, it does sound tempting when you put it like that.
Right. But like with anything that sounds too good to be true, we've got to look a little closer.
Of course. Never hurts to be a little skeptical.
Exactly.
Hmm.
We need to unpack the reality behind those big promises.
Absolutely. Break it down so we can actually understand what's really going on.
Right. Because while that $1 million dream is enticing, it's probably not as simple as they make it seem.
Definitely. There's always more to the story.
And we're going to uncover it all right here.
Let's do it.
All right, so let's break down this rental property math they keep talking about.
Yeah, let's dive into the numbers.
They give you these hypothetical monthly expenses.
Okay.
$1,289 for the mortgage,
Mm-hmm.
$400 for property taxes.
Right.
Even throw in like $250 for insurance.
Yeah, gotta have insurance.
And when you see it all written out like that, it almost seems manageable.
It's definitely tempting to think, oh, I could swing that.
Right, and their whole point is if you find good tenants who are paying rent,
Right.
then those costs are covered, and you're basically building equity without spending your own money every month.
Exactly.
With-
That's the beauty of it, in theory, at least.
And then there's that whole leverage thing, which they're really big on.
Leverage. The
Yeah.
double-edged sword of real estate.
So explain it to me like I'm 5, because
Yeah.
honestly, I still get a little confused.
Okay, so imagine you have your piggy bank, right?
Okay,
And you want to invest that money and make it grow.
right.
Leverage is like borrowing a bunch of money from your friend.
Okay.
So now you have your piggy bank money plus your friend's money to invest,
Mm.
which means if the investment does well, you make way more money than if you just invested your piggy bank money alone.
Right, because you've got more skin in the game.
Exactly. But here's the kicker. If the investment tanks, you lose way more too because you owe your friend that money back.
So it magnifies both the good and the bad.
Precisely. And in real estate terms, that friend is usually the bank and the money is your mortgage.
So you're basically using the bank's money to potentially boost your returns.
Exactly. You're leveraging their money to grow your own wealth.
But like you said, it can go the other way too.
Absolutely. Which is why it's crucial to be aware of the risks involved.
And to their credit, they do talk about the downsides.
They do. They mention the dreaded bad tenants.
Oh yeah, the nightmare tenants.
The ones who leave your property a mess and skip out on rent.
Ugh, the worst.
And then there are those nail-biting vacancies where you're stuck covering the mortgage with no rental income coming in.
Right, because those expenses don't just disappear.
Nope. They're still there month after month.
And of course, there's always the possibility of unexpected repairs.
Oh, yeah. Those can really throw a wrench in your plans.
Like when the roof suddenly needs replacing or the plumbing decides to go haywire.
Exactly. Those unexpected costs can really eat into your profits.
And then there are the things you can't control, like a market crash.
Ah, yes. Like what happened back in 2008.
Definitely not a fun time to be a property owner.
Not at all. It was a harsh reminder that real estate isn't always a guaranteed win.
Right, those guaranteed returns suddenly didn't seem so guaranteed anymore.
Exactly. It highlighted the importance of understanding both the potential and the pitfalls of real estate investing.
Absolutely. Because it's not just sunshine and rainbows like some people make it seem.
Definitely not. It's about making informed decisions, not just getting caught up in the hype.
One thing that really stuck with me was their focus on finding good deals. Like you can't just buy any property and expect it to print money.
Yeah, due diligence is key. You can't just fall in love with a charming house and assume it'll be a cash cow.
It's about being strategic and running the numbers before you jump in.
Absolutely. You got to treat it like a business, not a lottery ticket.
Speaking of business, they also touch on taxes, which can be a whole other beast.
Right. Taxes are a crucial part of the equation that a lot of newbie investors forget about.
They talk about all the deductions you can get, which sounds pretty sweet.
Yeah, like mortgage interest, depreciation, property taxes, those can really add up.
And they even get into strategies for minimizing taxes when you sell the property down the road.
Which is where things can get really complicated.
Right. Like you probably want a professional to help you navigate all that.
Definitely, tax laws are no joke, especially when it comes to real estate.
It's interesting, though, because after spending this whole video hyping up real estate,
Yep.
they do mention alternatives, like index funds.
Yeah, I appreciate that. They acknowledge that real estate isn't for everyone.
Right, like if you're not ready to be a landlord or deal with the hassles of property management.
Exactly. There are other ways to build wealth, and it's about finding what aligns with your risk tolerance and goals.
So after diving into this whole real estate investing thing, it seems like the key takeaway is it can be a path to wealth, but it's not a get-rich-quick scheme.
Definitely not. It takes work, diligence, and a whole lot of research.
And you got to be aware of the risks, not just the potential rewards.
Absolutely. It's about making informed decisions, not just blindly following the latest trend.
Exactly. So for anyone out there thinking about taking the plunge, remember, protect yourself with an LOC screen. Your tenants, do your due diligence, and don't be afraid to call in the experts when you need them.
Wise words. It's been great unpacking all this with you.
Likewise. And to everyone listening, if this deep dive has sparked your curiosity, keep exploring. Maybe this is the nudge you needed to kickstart your own real estate journey. Just remember to do your research, weigh the risks, and make informed decisions. And hey, if you uncover any cool insights along the way, we'd love to hear about them. Until next time, happy investing.